Man, this is the most stressful weigh-in of the year, though. I'm going to be totally honest. We got a lot on the line here this week. We've got, of course, trying to find out who's going to be our top 10 going into Championship Sunday. We got to find out who is going to win our Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year, our Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, and, of course, the tournament. We got it all on the line. Bassmaster Classic berths, and the winner of this tournament qualifies for the Bassmaster Classic. So a lot on the line here this week. And we got to figure it out all here today. Some of those awards will be, obviously, the tournament going to finish tomorrow with our top 10, but there's a good chance we will crown a new Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. We came into this event with 3 leaders. One of them has been eliminated, but had an incredible season. Justin Hamner out of that race now, but he's your classic champion. Let's hear it for Justin Hamner, ladies and gentlemen. I always think that at the end of the year, Angler of the Year, it's kind of, it's just the way sports work. But if you miss Angler of the Year by a few points, you've still had an incredible season. It's just about the finish line. And we got 2 anglers remaining. Jacob Fouts is the unofficial leader leaving this morning. And he, this time last year, was in this part of the world fighting to keep his career on the Bassmaster Elite Series. And this year, a year later, he is fighting to become Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. How cool is that, ladies and gentlemen? And then we got this other guy that has kept the borders very busy around here. Chris Johnson, the very first Canadian to ever win Elite Series event, the very first Canadian to ever win an FLW Tour event, trying to become the very first Canadian to ever win Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. How about that? So yeah, we got lots on the line, a lot on the line here. And I have some important stuff, first of all. Very important. Do we have any Clark Wendlandt fans in the house? Let's hear it for Clark Wendlandt. Well, he's a fan of all of you, except for the person who drives this vehicle. And we will not make a scene of you, I promise. But if your plate is KTV 1050, New York tag KTV 1050, get it the hell out of Clark's way, please, real quick when you get a chance. Look. No, nobody's going to walk away quickly. But if that is yours, you're blocking in his trailer, and we need to get this way and going. So please help us with that. Once again, KTV 1050. Lots on the line. Lisa, you ready to get going? Are you guys ready to get going? I got to thank Waddington. I got to thank Humminbird, our presenting sponsor, all of these fine people. Yamaha's got a special thing going on. If you're a Yamaha owner, swing by. They have a gift pack for you. All you got to do is tell them you own a Yamaha. Go over there in the Yamaha booth, and they'll hook you up with a gift pack. But we are ready to weigh some fish. This is the final semifinal Saturday of 2024. The Humminbird Bassmaster Elite at the St. Lawrence River. Are you ready? No. This is the final one. You can do better than that. This is Waddington, New York. One more time. Are you ready? Let's get ready to win! Our very first angler, a back-to-back Bassmaster Classic champion from Coleman, Alabama, Jordan Lee. Jordan Lee, back here on the Bassmaster Elite Series, and we love having him here. And oh boy, he went to work today. Started the day with 45 pounds even. Needs 7-8 to take the lead. Not a problem. 27 pounds, 13 ounces. 27-13, and that is the Crush City Monster Bag of the day of the tournament with 72 pounds, 13 ounces. Jordan Lee is not going to stroll into the Classic quietly. He's trying to win an elite title this week in Waddington, New York. Wow, that is a couple of bulbous beasts from beneath. Look at the size of those fish. What a way to start this weigh-in. 27-13, biggest bag of the week. Weighing that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass, 6 pounds, 4 ounces, so it's going to take that over for the day. And I normally make a joke, hey, the best thing about weighing first, you take the lead. But when you weigh in the biggest bag of the tournament, well, maybe you're going to stick around here till tomorrow.
Hey, I'm telling you what, it was an unbelievable day. I made that long run today, and, I didn't know how I was going to be able to fish the area that I was fishing, and there was just some monster waves coming in. But what it did was it ignited those big ones. Like, I hadn't been able to catch them right there. And, one boulder produced 3 of those just giant fish. And, you know, it was 12 o'clock, and I caught that last one. I'm like, dude, I told my marshal, I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't know what we got because the waves were so big I couldn't weigh them. But I said, it's 25 plus. I was like, I don't think we're going to be able to cull these out. So we made the ride back and checked in early. But what a phenomenal day. That's by far my biggest smallmouth bag. And, I mean, it's just incredible. You don't even think they're that big until you get them in, and they're just fatsos. So, I mean, it was an incredible day, and hopefully we'll get to go out tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure you're going. I mean, if you're not going, something's wrong. He's a 2-time Elite Series champion, has the all-time record for the biggest smallmouth bass ever weighed in, and he caught it right here from Connecticut, Paul Mueller. Paul Mueller had 44 pounds and 7 ounces started today. Only needs 28 pounds, 7 ounces to take the lead, but let's get him inside the top 10. 5 fish here today, a good day of fishing for Paul Mueller. 50 anglers remain trying to get to 10, 23 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into second place currently with 67 pounds and 12 ounces. 67-12. And we may just see Paul Mueller again on Championship Sunday. 67 pounds, 12 ounces. You're sitting in second place, and might just see you fishing here again tomorrow, Paul.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that wasn't a great bag, but it's a long run to get that. So it was rough. I went out into the lake, and yeah, I feel bad for my marshal, man. He was a great old gentleman, and bless his soul. But, I mean, we got there and got back, and great guy, man. And at one point we were rolling around, and I made a cast and caught one. He goes, he was right there. I said, I guess so. So they bid today. You know, I lost a couple good ones. I'd like to go back out there tomorrow. I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but I'm going to go. This place is so much fun. This is my favorite fishery by far. Caught my biggest smallmouth ever here, biggest walleye ever here. I mean, I want one more day to fish. So I don't care what I do tomorrow. I'm going to have fun. I had fun today. This is a great crowd, and tomorrow's going to be even better. That's what's awesome about this place. So hopefully we make it in. We fish tomorrow.
To be clear, before you leave the stage, your marshal made it back, right? The way you're talking about bless his soul and he's being an older gentleman. I mean, he's okay, right?
Yeah, he's okay, but I mean, I'm telling you, that's a tough deal to sit. You know, when you're in that stuff and you're making that long run, you got the steering wheel to hold on to. When you're a passenger, you're holding on for dear life. So, yeah. And you can't let up. You only got that much time, and I made it back a little early. Want to take care of my fish. All my fish were actually good, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to call what I have in the river. So fish care is the most important thing. And, the one thing, this is not a plug or anything. This is just the truth. My boat has a high-speed pickup, which takes water in. So you're getting fresh water the whole ride, and it's better than just because you'll lose water in your live well. I don't care what you do. So that helped my fish. I didn't have a single fish die all week. So thanks to Camus for that. And let's fish tomorrow.
Fish care and marshal care, very important. He's the only Australian ever to win a Bassmaster Elite Series event, 2-time Classic qualifier. Fear my heart, Carl Jacobson. Wowee. The hits keep coming, only 50 remain, and they're all catching them. Had 44 pounds, 7 ounces, 5 fish. 25 pounds, 15 ounces. 25-15, and with 70 pounds, 6 ounces, Carl Jacobson moves into second place currently. $70 pounds and 6 ounces, and Carl, I mean, you came in here, you're not the only one. A lot of anglers had their back against the wall, needed a big finish, and I think you've done that.
I need to make the top 10, to have a shot at making the Bassmaster Classic. I've been fighting and scratching and clawing all year, just trying to get back into that Classic cut. We've made it the last 2 years in a row. It's a lifelong dream. I want to get back there, but so bad. But at the same time, making the Classic and winning, it doesn't define me anymore. I used to think that was success to me, but now my integrity, my heart, my grit, being a good dad, being a good friend, a husband, they're the things that actually really, truly define us, and they're the things I work on the most.
You're a good person, man. I hope you get in that top 10. It's an honor to share the stage with you, Carl.
Thank you. No, we're just trying to spread positivity. If you haven't seen, we have the Fear My Heart incentive. It's the brand that me and my beautiful wife, Kayla, have started. And we're just trying to share, positive stories and share that heart, that grit that happens out here day in and day out. And if you see one of the elite anglers doing it this week, this is the final week that we're doing it. We give $1,000 and a big check. And thanks to Warrior Precast. And the last thing I want to say is my boat, I have run 4 hours every day to the main lake, and it has been one of the most brutal runs ever. And I get my boat rigged at Hennessy Outdoors in Dayton, Tennessee, and they've just made my boat bulletproof. I couldn't have been here without them. Not a single issue with my boat, my motor, all of my electronics. It got me there and got me back. If you've got a bass boat, you want the best build out, Hennessy Outdoors. Thanks, guys. Appreciate yous. I hope I'm fishing tomorrow. Love yous.
We'll find out at the end of the weigh-in. He's a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a former Strike King College Bass champion from Ava, Missouri, Cody Huff. Cody Huff made the Super 6 at this past year's Bassmaster Classic. Had 44 pounds, 8 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish today, 19 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into 4th place currently. And we'll have to see if it's enough to hold into the top 10.
Yeah, I had a great day for just scrounging up what I could. I wanted to go to the lake today, and I turned the corner to go out there, and I figured out that I was not man enough to make that trip. But hey, thanks everybody for coming out. Big thanks to my family for coming up here and all my sponsors this year. It's been a great year, and we'll see you guys next year, hopefully.
An Elite Series rookie from Alabama. Let me hear it for Wesley Gore. I told him this morning, that's why he said he wasn't. Wesley Gore had an incredible rookie season here in the Bassmaster Elite Series. And I'm going to tell you, he's got a bright future ahead of him. 5 fish here today. Started the day with 46.12. 5 to add to that today, 16 pounds, 5 ounces. You move into 5th place currently. But he's going to be heading to the Bassmaster Classic, and what a way to finish an incredible rookie season with multiple top 10s here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Let me hear it for Alabama's Wesley Gore. Wesley sitting in 5th place right now, and as I said, man, you have nothing but happiness to look back at this rookie season. You had an incredible year.
Oh, I'm thrilled with it. I wish I could have got them better today. It just wasn't my day, and sometimes that happens. If you're going to have a bad day, make sure it's day 3. That's one thing I can tell you, because these guys don't play with you. They catch them every time they put in the boat in the water. So we won't be fishing tomorrow, but I've had a great year. I've enjoyed it. For a rookie season, I can't be any more proud than what I am. I want to thank everybody that supports me, Impulse, Yamaha, Mountain Dew, it's endless. If I couldn't have all these people, I wouldn't be able to stand here and do this in front of y'all. So thank y'all, and y'all showed out today, and make sure it's even bigger tomorrow. They're going to catch them again.
Put on a show, and you did it all year long. He's an Elite Series champion, a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, the Sleepy Assassin, Austin Felix. 42 pounds and 3 ounces as of this morning. He's got 5 fish to add to that. Early in the weigh-in, needs 7-1 to get inside the cut. Obviously more to stay there. 42 pounds and 3 ounces to start the day. 16 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently. But unofficially, that's going to call an end to Austin Felix's tournament and his season here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. It's always tough to end the season, but the good news is you got a brand new baby to make it home to.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got to run to Leech for the Open. So I'm gonna
Pesky bass get in the way of fatherhood.
I'm actually going to drive right by Sterling to get to Leech because, fortunately, it is in the home state of Minnesota. Bass finally coming back, so that'll be good. Might be able to get them there for the weekend if we can do all right. I actually haven't fished that lake in a really long time, so we're going to put the truck and boat in the wind here about as fast as we can and get over there. Practice already started there today. Season was really tough on me this year. It seemed like I'm usually pretty consistent, and this year I was either high or really, really low. It seemed like I had top 20 or bottom 20, and unfortunately when you have 4 bottom 20s and you really need to catch them, and I was still relatively close. It's just we needed 1 or 2 top 10s, kind of gave it away at Champlain, not top 10 in that one, and messed up day one here, but really got to run over to Dakota Lithium, best batteries on the market. Say hi to Craig Stormy. I've been running their batteries for 4 or 5 years. They're the best things on the market. And they support Bass, so support the people that support us. A.S.S Rods. I've been with A.S Rods, an Italian manufacturer, for the last 4 years. The hardest thing is I haven't been able to get them in the States very well, but Waypoint Anglers Supply back in Minnesota, and they now carry them. So if you want to check them out, go look there. I'm going to hit the road.
Safe travels. Good luck up at Leach. He's a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Kentucky, a man more slick than an ugly stick, Matt Robertson. Rolling up here, reeking of baby powder today, ladies and gentlemen. If you watched yesterday's weigh-in, that makes a lot of sense. Well, as much sense as it made yesterday. 5 fish here today, 14 pounds, 8 ounces with 60 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently. Let's hear it for Matt Robertson. Matt, the first 2 days of this tournament, you were in contention for the title. You were making one of the longest runs, if not the longest run out of our anglers. I got to imagine weather got you today.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty safe to say I was making the longest run out here. On a good day, it was about 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I tried for about 3 hours today, and yeah, man, got puckered up a few times, went up a wave, and then fell so far I thought I jumped off the building for a minute. But I'm going to tell you something. So we turned her around, got back to the mouth of the river, and I thought, oh, yeah, I'll go to the ducks. And I tried that for a little bit, and I spent about half the day trying to get somewhere. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened today. And also, to top it off, I got back in the river and I was fishing. I guess there's one boat holds your trolling motor on in the boat, and I got that thing on there, and I hit the button, and it starts taking off the boat, flying off out here, hanging from the cable in the water. That's just pretty much my day, sums it up. Trolling motor left me, Dave.
Trolling motor left you.
Yeah, I mean, she took right off.
I'm surprised your wife hasn't left you after the story you told on stage yesterday.
Well, we freshened up the baby powder last night, but we didn't have quite a dust cloud. We put a towel down.
And this is the first tournament your mother-in-law's attended?
Yeah, I didn't mention it's kind of an open floor plan, and she was in the loft right above the whole time listening to all of it. Like, and there's a mirror on the sliding door going to the bathroom. I wouldn't be surprised if she couldn't see you. But no, I know a lot of you won't be able to go, but next week I'll be in Mountain Home, Arkansas at the Walmart there with the big tank doing fish seminars and everything, and all day next Saturday. People watching, if you're around, come out, and yeah, hell of a crowd here. It's good to see everybody.
Oh, it's good to have you up here. Let's hear it for Matt Robertson. He's a 5-time Classic qualifier from North Carolina. Let me hear it for the baby shark, Shane LeHue. What a tournament he has been having. 50 pounds and 9 ounces after 2 days of competition. Sitting in 10th place currently. 5 fish to add to that. Needs 22.5 to take the lead. 20 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 2nd place, just 1 pound, 15 ounces short of the overall lead being held by Jordan Lee. 70 pounds, 15 ounces. Let me hear it for Shane LeHue. $70 pounds, 15 ounces, and sitting in 2nd place. You got to be going tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I hope so. I just don't know if I'm going back to where I went. I'm so happy to be on dry land. I ran a long way in the lake, and it was pretty rough. I mean, it's probably the roughest waves I will ever encounter in my entire life, but I'm glad we made it out there and made it back. I saw so many big ones today. I lost one big one, and they just wouldn't bite. I don't know if that wind direction I was in a protected area once I got there, and I don't know if that just kind of shut them down. The sun popped out, and it was like a ghost town. But this morning, I was throwing to one every 30, 45 seconds. I was like, I caught a 5.5 and a 4.5 pretty quick. I was like, oh, it's going to be another 25-pound day, and then all of a sudden, typical smallmouth, they just shut down. They'd run up on my stuff. I threw a bunch of different max scent lures. I've been catching most of my fish on a max scent Little General and a flatworm, and I'm really happy that I I tested the limits of that Skeeter, and it's amazing what you can put those boats through. I never thought I could make it to where I was going and make it back. We hit the first about 2 miles, and I was like, man, I almost turned around. But it, I saved my season at this tournament. I was having an absolutely terrible year, and I think that's enough to get me in the Bassmaster Classic. So this has been a win for me this week. I knew I had to make that long run to the lake. I absolutely love Lake Ontario and the St. Lawrence River. Waddington, you guys always show out. Thank you guys. Thanks for all the texts and calls I've gotten. One of these days I'm going to win one of these, and I want to win one not for myself but for my family and my grandparents, my wife, everybody watching back home. I love you guys. Thank you.
Hope to bring you out with our top 10. A two-time Elite Series champion, a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from Panama City, Florida, Drew Benton. Drew Benton with another good bag of fish, had 47 pounds and 11 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish today, 21 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 4th place with 69 pounds and 2 ounces. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Drew Benton, a 2-time Elite Series champion, a former FLW Tour champion, and the rare distinction of winning Rookie of the Year in both FLW Tour and the Bassmaster Elite Series. 69 pounds, 2 ounces, sitting in 4th place is enough to keep your season going?
I don't know. I hope so, because it's so much fun to go out there and fish on this place. I didn't get to go to the lake today. I was fishing out at Duck the first couple of days, and I just wasn't even going to chance that today with the wind the way it was and the waves. So I stayed in the river and caught what I caught. I lost 2 right here at the end of the day that, cost me a little bit, but I'll take it. Can't thank my wife enough. She comes to all the events, big supporter, and if I don't make it tomorrow, thank you a ton, babe. Thanks to all my sponsors to keep us out here on the road. But again, I hope I get to go again tomorrow and see if we can top that in the river again, because it's going to be windy out there, and I don't think I'm going to get to go to the lake again. So we'll see what happens.
We'll keep our fingers crossed, try to fire through this weigh-in quickly and get you an answer. He's made multiple top 10s. His 2nd season on the Bassmaster Elite Series from Connecticut, Alex Wetherell. Had 44 pounds and 10 ounces. At the halfway point of this tournament, 5 fish to add to that here today. 44-10 after 2 days of competition. 5 fish here on semifinal Saturday. $44.10 after 2 days of competition for the former Northern Opens Angler of the Year. 5 fish here today, 21 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently with 65 pounds and 15 ounces. Another good finish and a great payday for Alex Wetherell here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Let's hear it for him inside our top 50 once again. You're in 6th place currently, so we'll have to see what all shakes out. But regardless, a positive end of the season for you.
Yeah, I probably won't make top 10, but I think I qualified for the Classic. So this is going to be my first Bassmaster Classic ever. I was the bubble boy going into this tournament. So for me, it was just make sure you make day 3, have a good day 3. We did that. Just got to give all the glory to God for the day that I had today. Didn't run out to the lake, stayed in the river, was blessed with another good day, and just so grateful and appreciative for how this season went, how this tournament went, and just really happy to be going to the Classic.
Great to have you here. Can't wait to see you in Fort Worth. Took a win just a few years ago, an Elite Series champion and a Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year, Jay Shakurat. Obviously won this event when it was out of Clayton just a few years ago. Tough day today, he said. Had 46 pounds, 13 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 11-11 to get inside the cut. 15-13, moves inside the cut currently in 9th place, and not the way you wanted to finish things, but the polka music makes it so much happier.
Wow, look at this crowd. You guys really showed out. This is the best crowd of the year, no doubt. New York always shows out every time. I had a tough day. I mean, just nothing really clicked. I tried to make it out to the lake, to the place I wanted to go to. It really wasn't going to work out. It's the timing and everything. So I sat in the river mouth. I had one area trying to get some big fish to bite. got one of them to bite, and that was it. And then I had to scramble and come in and catch my last 3 fish in the last 30 minutes. But that's all right. We've had an awesome 2024 season. Can't thank all my sponsors enough, all my family, all the support I've had all year. It's been incredible, so I'm already ready for 2025.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you. He is the defending champion in this very event, a 5-time Bassmaster winner from Summerville, South Carolina, Patrick Walters. 48 pounds, 15 ounces to start the day. He needs 11 pounds, 12 ounces to get inside the cut. Currently, more to stay there. 20 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 4th place with 69 pounds, 6 ounces. And Patrick Walters went a long way, but it might pay off with a top 10 here today. 69 pounds and 6 ounces. Let's hear it for him. Patrick, you made a long run today, and you did not stay in the river.
I did stay in the river. I got darn near it. It did get a little choppy, but once I finally got to the mouth, I regretted not going all the way. I should have went a little bit further, but caught 20 pounds today. I don't know if we're going to make the cut. We'll be right there at it. We'll probably be the bubble boy, but good week. It was a great week. Caught a bunch of fish. It's been a great 2 weeks. That's a lot of running. But big thanks to this crowd right here. Amazing turnout here in Waddington. Always shows out. So does this fisher. I mean, these weights are unbelievable. But big thanks to my family for being here. My mom and dad had some stuff going on that we had to fix with a lot of stuff. But Dad helped me a bunch. Shout out to my wife at home. Shout out to Little Shep, my mother-in-law, my grandma. All my sponsors that make this possible. Phantom Outdoors, Daiwa, Rapala, VMC, Yamaha, and Falcon. I'm telling you, I'm running that boat 200 miles a day. It's a lot of wear and tear, but we got back, Sonar Pros for everything, all the electronics. It's been a good year. You know, wasn't a great year, but we'll take it. Hey, keep on grinding, and all we're going to do is just reel them in one at a time.
It's not over yet. Hopefully you get a shot to go out tomorrow. We'll find out. He's an Elite Series rookie. Took him exactly 3 events to become an Elite Series champion from Union City, Tennessee, John Garrett. John Garrett, another member of our incredible 2024 Bassmaster Elite Series rookie class. Had 44.8 as of this morning, 19.7 today. Puts him in 8th place with 63 pounds and 15 ounces. Let me hear it for John Garrett. 63 pounds, 15 ounces, sitting in 8th place. And, man, what a rookie season. I mean, you made the Classic a number of years ago as a Strike King College Bass champion, and we were all expecting you to be in the Elite Series. Took you a few years to get here, but, boy, you made an impact. An Elite Series champion already, and what a rookie season.
Man, it's been awesome. Been literally. I said this yesterday. It's been a dream year on and off the water. I've just been super blessed, and this whole season, like I said, this whole season has just been awesome. Look at this crowd. Give yourself a round of applause here. This is awesome. Probably the best crowd of the year, maybe. But man, this awesome crowd, man. This fishery is just truly amazing, and man, I can't say enough about it. But looking forward to next year already, and. Thanks to my wife, my beautiful baby girl, for flying up here to see us. Yeah, she's clapping right now. And, yeah, but anyway, looking forward to next year, and appreciate y'all for everything y'all have done. Man, everything's been great. And, yeah, that's it.
We appreciate you being part of the Elite Series. See you at the Classic. Next up, we have a 5-time Classic qualifier, former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year, an Elite Series champion, and a Bassmaster Century Club member. Let me hear it for Drew Cook. Drew Cook had 44 pounds and 6 ounces as of this morning. Needs 18.11 to get in the cut. Currently 20 pounds, 11 ounces. Inside the cut with 65 pounds and an ounce in 8th place currently. Want to remind everybody at the very conclusion of our weigh-in, we'll bring out our top 10 anglers that'll do battle on Championship Sunday. So don't go anywhere. 65-1, sitting in 8th place. Unfortunately, not going to stay there unless you figure out a way to stop these guys from weighing in, but a good finish to the season.
Yeah, it was. And, today I've been catching them out in the lake, and I have another tournament in 2 weeks, so it was going to be super rough, so I decided to stay in the river, and I'm happy with what I did today in the river. It took a long time. It was a grind, but I can't complain with it at all. I got to say thank you to all my sponsors. Without them, we couldn't do it, and my family back home, my wife and my 2 little boys. This will be the longest I've ever been away from them. It'll be a month, and everything's changing so quick. That's the toughest part about this job, but whenever you get to walk out on a stage and see a crowd like this, it definitely makes it a lot better. But probably the worst year I've ever had on the Elite Series, but we still made the Classic, and I'm hoping that because it was so bad, next year we're going to come back with vengeance and get us that AOI.
Looking forward to watching it go down. Always great to have you here. Enjoy a little family time. He's a 3-time Bassmaster winner, 3-time TTBC champion from Huntington, Texas, Keith Combs. 44 pounds and 12 ounces to start the day today for Keith Combs. Needs 19 pounds even to get inside the cut. 21 pounds, 9 ounces with 66 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 7th place currently. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let me hear it for Yamaha Ranger Pro, Keith Combs. $66 pounds, 5 ounces. We're going to weigh this one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6'4" for the day, 6'15" for the tournament. Is better than 6'4" for the day. 5 pounds, 12 ounces. Not going to take that, but Keith, a positive end to the season here.
Oh, it was fun out there today, Dave. I got to boat flip that big one. So, yeah, that was fun. I didn't pick up the ferry one time, so that's always a success. But, no, it's been fun. I've been catching mine just jerk baiting on deeper shoals. KVD 300 jerkbait getting it down to about 12 foot. And, those bigger smallmouth, I've generally fished shallow here and had some great success. I found in practice they were a little bit deeper this year, and that jerkbait did a great job for me. But I've had a blast, and, love coming up here. It's been a long season. It's been a long, grueling season, and I got to give, a lot of thanks to all my friends and family that support me back home and, say, hey, get it in gear or good job or whatever I need to hear. And that means the world to me and just all my sponsors, running Ranger 520R. That boat handles these waves and this big water good, and, just all of that stuff. The Yamaha, it's so important to be able to trust your equipment when you come up here and have to do this stuff. But, and I've got to give a big thanks out to you got some great people in Waddington, the Graven family. They've took us in, and we stayed at their house this week, and they've cooked and just been very supportive, and just makes our life on the road so much easier. And I look forward to coming back and hanging with those guys and hanging with a great crowd here in Waddington. Thank y'all.
Great fishing and great people. He's a 2-time Bassmaster winner, won in the Opens and once in the Elite Series from South Carolina. Get loud for Brian New. 15 down, 35 more to go. Only 50 anglers remain, and we appreciate you making noise for each and every one of them. 18 pounds, 8 ounces puts him in 10th place with 65 pounds even. Going to end the season for Brian New, but let's give him a nice memory. Waddington, New York, make some noise. 65 pounds even in 10th place right now, but obviously we got a bunch of anglers left to weigh in, so that's unofficially going to call an end to your season. But, man, pretty special fishery we ended it on.
Absolutely, and that's 18-8. That's pitiful on this place, but all that being said, I really didn't even go fishing today because I didn't even think about going to where I've been all week. It would have been suicide, and even if I would have got there, I probably wouldn't have been able to fish, and I would have had very, very little time to fish. But, yeah, I just fished around, and I called me 18 and a half. I'm ready to hit reset. I'm fixing to do it when I walk off this stage, and I'm ready for next year. I do have one open left, so I do still have a shot to get in the Classic. Everybody that supports me, all of my sponsors, everybody, they make you keep wanting to keep on. My family, I love them. My mom, everybody. And, so Yamaha is doing a deal for all the Yamaha owners. You go by their booth, they got a little gift pack. They're just giving back to the people that support them. And, that I ran that motor for 2 years now, haven't turned a bolt on it other than, maintenance. And I love it. if you're going to run on this place, you better have some reliable equipment. Yamaha is awesome. See you, Dave.
See ya. He's a 3-time Bassmaster winner from Maryland. Get loud for Brian Schmidt. 44 pounds and 12 ounces at the start of the day today for Brian Schmidt. 5 fish to add. That needs 20 pounds, 4 ounces to sneak in the top 10 currently. 18 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 13th place with 63 pounds and 8 ounces. Let me hear it for Mercury Yamaha Pro Brian Schmidt. 63-8. Unfortunately, going to call an end to your tournament, but man, heading the season on a very positive note.
Solid week for sure. You know, it's been a good year. Like you said, this is my last tournament day. Real quick, I want to say hi to everybody back home, my family and everything like that. I love y'all. I'll be home tomorrow. And, you know, real quick, I just got to thank, FXR. They teamed up with me the last 2 years, man, and their gear is on point, guys. This is big water out here. You want to stay comfortable, dry, cool, warm, whatever it is, check out FXR. And be on the lookout. I got a special little bait coming out with Spro. You better check it out next year. It's going to probably be around March when it comes out. You know, everybody I'm affiliated with, man, I appreciate everything. We're going to see how these points shake out.
We'll try to fire through this quickly and get you an answer. He won the last time we were here. He is a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Japan, Takumi Ito. Takumi Ito had 50 pounds and 6 ounces to start the day today. His family's here from Japan for a month. 5 fish today, 11 pounds and an ounce, gives him 61 pounds, 7 ounces. We're going to make a really cute family picture here, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are going to be part of it. Takumi proving that he's a true professional, gives his son the smaller bass. Thank you. 11 pounds and an ounce, Takumi. Tough day today. I know you made the run all the way out, and then you came all the way back.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So I try to go to the lake, and so it's easy. Not easy, but I can arrive in it's a lake, but so second time the trolling motor up, so mount is broken, so I couldn't. I only fish in 10 minutes, so I have to go back here, but. Service crew is a very quickly fix, and I can fish in 12:30 something. So it's so very appreciated. So service crew always awesome. So working, and I can fishing in 2 hours more, and I got 5 fish. So it's tough day, but very so happy for me because. Worthington, so Central Lawrence River, always I love it. So and I can get 5 fish 3 days. So I'm very happy. And my family coming and my U.S. family coming. So that's an awesome day, awesome 3 day.
Always awesome when you're on the stage.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys again. He's the 2023 Bassmaster Classic champion, the great Canadian snow leopard from Kenora, Gussie Jeff Gustafson. Jeff Gustafson started the day with 45 pounds, 12 ounces, came into this needing a big event. 5 fish to add to that here today, 20 pounds, 5 ounces, moves into 8th place with 66 pounds and an ounce. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let me hear it for the great Canadian snow leopard. 66-1, sitting in 8th place right now, and I know you're probably a nervous wreck because you need a big finish here this week, and we'll have to see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, I know. I'm fighting to get in the Classic. I'm Bubble Boy and came in a couple spots out, so I needed, I figure a top 20, I'll be close, but it's there's 4 or 5 of us fighting for a few spots today, so yeah, we're gonna be watching the scoreboard and kind of see what happens.
We'll try to get through this quick, but always great to have you here.
Yeah, no, it's been a good season. It's a real privilege and honor to get to fish the Elite Series and get to come up on the stage. And what a crowd! Thanks. I see there's quite a few Canadian flags out here. And how many Canadians are in the crowd? Yeah, I like it. Awesome. Okay, thanks, guys.
Always great to have you here. He's an 8-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 2-time Bassmaster winner from Fort Worth, Texas, the Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane. Hot off a top 10 at our last event. Had 45 pounds, 11 ounces to start the day today. Needs 19.6 to get inside the cut. 5 fish here on semifinal Saturday for Chris Zaldane. Another great season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. 17 pounds, 5 ounces. You move into 16th place, so not going to make the cut here this week, but you made last week's cut and 2 great New York events and really a great season this year.
Yeah, no, terrible day for me, but just phenomenal season. I mean, I'll absolutely take it. Making the Classic was my absolute #1 goal for this year. We made it, and I just want to invite everyone from Waddington or upstate New York here. Come down and see us in Fort Worth. DFW, easy flights flying in. It's the baddest tournament you guys could possibly attend. Full of amenities, all that. It's going to be an awesome show in March. So start looking for plane tickets now, accommodations, all that. We got plenty. But yeah, today I went out in the middle of the lake there, and I was battling 8-footers. I made it there safe and sound. I was fishing comfortably. My fish kind of moved a little bit with the current and the wind, and in 8-footers you cannot track down and start expanding. So we weighed what we weighed. Again, kind of a disappointing day, but just a phenomenal season. Just want to thank all my sponsors, Nitro Boats, Mercury, Bass Pro Shops, awesome partners of mine. Thank you guys so much. Sponsored myself. Trait, my wife, she's been awesome all year long, and thank you guys for tuning into the Bilge podcast. We have a lot of fun doing it, and again, thank you all for coming out, and we'll see you next year.
Always great to have you here. 20 down, 30 more to go. This next one, a former Bass Nation national champion, a 3-time Classic qualifier from Louisiana, Caleb Summerall. 47 pounds and 11 ounces. 5 fish had that here today. 20 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently with 68 pounds and 8 ounces. Sitting in 6th place right now. Hope to hold on and get you inside the top 10 to finish off the season. But a great week here and a great week last week on Champlain.
Yeah, man. Today was really huge. I mean, I had to make it back with B.A.S.S. and to qualify for the Classic. I came into the Northern Swing in 58th place in points, and I missed the last couple Classics. So that's our #1 goal. Our minimum goal at that is just to make the Bassmaster Classic. You can't win it if you're not there. And dude, I can't say enough. I mean, I had a 13th place at Champlain, and I'm pretty sure if I don't make the top 10, I won't be far from it. It's just hard work pays off every now and then, and I'm just happy to be on this side of it. At 12 o'clock, I had 0 bass, and I made an adjustment and caught that weight right there. Waddington, y'all never seem to amaze me. Y'all show out every time we come here. Hopefully I get to see y'all tomorrow.
He's a 2-time Elite Series champion from Japan. Get loud for Kyoya Fujita. Kyoya Fujita had 44 pounds and 7 ounces after day #1, or 2 days, day 3, whatever day it is. Looking for 21 pounds, 8 ounces, 20 pounds, 15 ounces. Doesn't matter what day I think it is. Unfortunately, it's not enough to go tomorrow. He moves into 11th place with 65 pounds and 6 ounces. But another great finish for the Skeeter Yamaha Pro from Japan, Kyoya Fujita. Kicked off our season with his 2nd Elite Series win down in Toledo Bend, Manny, Louisiana. That all started 177 days ago. Going to end your season, but another win this year. You got to be happy with how this season went.
Yeah, good season. I finished 1st place, Toledo Bend, and good start this year. But I no good Florida swing. I will go Florida fishing practice. Yeah.
Practice Florida. Okay. One thing you don't have to practice is growing that phenomenal goatee. It is filling in nicely. Looks nice.
Thank you. You like it? Thank you.
Congrats on another great year.
Thanks support for all sponsors and many people. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. He's a 4-time Angler of the Year, the 2020 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Texas. Get loud for Clark Wendlandt. Clark Wendlandt started the day with 41 pounds and 5 ounces. 5 fish to add to that here today. 18 pounds, 5 ounces with 59 pounds, 10 ounces. You move into 22nd place, going to call an end to this season. But, man, I know you love coming here. I mean, this is one of you're from Texas, but this is, you're very vocal that this is one of your favorite stops, no matter where we go.
It really is. It's really probably my favorite. I was thinking about it coming back up the river today, and it's probably my very favorite place to fish in the whole world. I'd rather come here and fish St. Lawrence River than any place I've ever been. My very first B.A.S.S tournament I ever fished was in '92, and I started here. And we were in Clayton, but same thing, you know. And I like the lake, and the lake's a long way from here, and it was rough today, but it wasn't really that rough. So, I mean, you know, they can act like it was really rough, but I've seen a lot rougher. So,
so these kids are just wimps. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not going to say wimps, but I've done it a long time. I've been in a lot of big bodies of water, and I always like the biggest place of the lake. You know, I want the place. I'm not John Cox that goes in the skinniest place. I want to go to the biggest area. So, I've always liked going in the middle of the lake, and I've always loved big smallmouth. So those two things kind of jive on Lake Ontario.
Well, this part of the world definitely jives with you, and it's always great to have you up here. Let's hear it for Clark Wendlandt, ladies and gentlemen. Another Elite Series champion from Benton, Arkansas. Get loud for Stetson Blaylock. Stetson Blaylock had 42 pounds and 5 ounces as of this morning. 42 pounds, 5 ounces to add to that 23 pounds, 2 ounces. Rockets all the way up into 11th place with 65 pounds, 7 ounces. Get loud for Stetson Blaylock. Oh boy, we might now have a brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass for the day. Needs to be better than 6 pounds, 4 ounces. 6 pounds, 5 ounces, a brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Unfortunately, one spot out of the top 10, but man, a great finish to the season, and let's hope that big bass holds on for you.
Yeah, man, like I said yesterday, there was a lot more going on this week for me than just trying to make a top 10 here. Classic berth I was right on the edge, knowing I needed to make the cut, and then the guys that made the cut were right behind me, so I had to catch them again today, and made a super long run. It was really rough, but had no issues getting out there, caught my fish, and got back plenty early just to make sure I could get in. But this has been a really good year for me. It was an up and down year, but all in all, very blessed year. I'm just glad to finish it on a high note.
Always great to have you here, and a great finish. He took a win earlier this year. He's a 3-time Classic qualifier from Palatka, Florida, the Prince of Palatka, Cliff Prince. 41 pounds and 2 ounces. At the halfway point of this tournament, semifinal Saturday, bringing us 5 fish. 5 fish, 18 pounds, 5 ounces, gives him 59 pounds, 7 ounces. And the Prince of Palatka moves into 24th place currently. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. So unfortunately going to call an end to your season, Cliff, but man, you always going to look back at this season as a special one. You took a win earlier this year, and you joined a group of very few people on earth that are Elite Series champions.
Yeah, you know, that was a highlight of my year. You know, the rest of the year has been pretty mild, to say the least. And, you know, to make a top 50 cut fishing for smallmouth, something I didn't ever do till I fished the Elite Series. So that was a lot of fun this week, caught a lot of fish, and I want to thank all my sponsors, thank my family. Love y'all. Headed home.
Well, thank you for being the man that you are. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Corbin, Kentucky, Mike Huff. Mike Huff had 42 pounds and 8 ounces. He's the second most famous man from Corbin, Kentucky. The most famous, of course, is Colonel Sanders. 18 pounds, 7 ounces today. Gives him 60 pounds and 15 ounces. and he moves into 22nd place currently. He's going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6'5" for the day, 6'15" for the tournament. 5 pounds, 13 ounces. I tried to cheat for you, but Lisa gave me the side eye, and I got busted again. 5:13, a good way to finish the season, and a good payday to end it off.
Yeah, today was a lot of fun. I caught a bunch of fish. I decided not to go to the lake. I kind of wussed out, but I don't regret it. That's one of the biggest ones I've ever caught. But it was a blast today, staying in the river, staying safe, and really fun season. I don't know if I'll be back on this stage again next year, but it's been a very, very fun 6 years, and can't wait to teach my boys all about fishing and maybe get them on this stage one day.
Been an honor to share the stage with you. He's an Elite Series rookie, the only angler ever qualified for the Elite Series from Maine. The main event, Tyler Williams. 44 pounds and 5 ounces to start the day. Five fish today, 23 pounds and 3 ounces. He rockets all the way up to 8th place with 67 pounds and 8 ounces. $67 pounds and 8 ounces sitting in 8th place, and whether it holds on or not, and you get to go fishing tomorrow, you got to be happy with the way this year went.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better first year. I was really fortunate today that I was just, this whole tournament, I was just one of the guys that I was kind of like, oh, I'm going to fish tournament. It's whatever. Like, I didn't really have to worry about AOY, Rookie of the Year. The Classic was already in, and then I didn't really have to fight for my career. Maybe next year, but well, this year was awesome. And today was really fun just because I ran my boat down there at like 55 miles an hour. I didn't speed or anything. I just putted and pulled up, caught my fish, started making my way back. It was fun.
It's always fun for you. I mean, you're basically the Tommy Callahan of bass tournaments. You know, that movie came out before you. Tommy Boy, you ever heard of it?
I have not.
I also told him he was the Kenny Powers of bass fishing earlier this year, and I asked you if you know who Kenny Powers is, and you said...
I said no, but I know now.
Do you like it?
Yes.
I've loved having you on the Elite Series stage. Congrats on a rookie season. Can't wait to see you back here next year. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. A two-time Elite Series champion from Aiken, South Carolina, the Tower of Power, J-Will, Jason Williamson. J-Willie, with 41 pounds and 3 ounces, is a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, and today 5 fish for 19 pounds, even moves him into 25th place with 60 pounds and 3 ounces. Another semifinal Saturday, which is payday on the Bassmaster Elite Series. It's where you want to be. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. $60 pounds, 3 ounces puts him in 25th place currently, and man, a great end of the season for you.
Yeah, you know, especially after the first day, I think I was like 81st. So to have a good day yesterday and then a decent day today, I just didn't get a lot of big bites today. Caught a bunch of fish. Love being here. Love coming to Waddington. I'd like to say a special thanks to my family back home for all the support. All my sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be here. It's been a long season, and we're going to go do some homework and get ready for next year.
Looking forward to seeing you back here. Safe travels. He took an Elite Series win last year in his rookie season. He is the back-to-back Bass Nation National Champion, the only man to ever do that from Alabama, Will Davis Jr. 43 pounds and an ounce to start the day today. 5 fish out of that. Needs 23 even to get in the cut. 22 pounds even. 22 pounds. Don't worry, she's a professional. She's got it. She's got it. Relax, ladies and gentlemen. She does this all the time. This week alone, she has lifted 47,000 pounds of bass, one bag at a time. Let's hear it for LT, our tournament director. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. 65 pounds and an ounce. Today puts him in 14th place, and you caused Lisa a little extra work there. But thanks for keeping your fish so lively.
Yeah, that's some natural live wells. Man, it was a great week. I was telling them guys back there, I said, you ever caught so many that you're sitting there in your recliner dozing off and you have something or have one bite and you set the hook and wake yourself up? Hey, that's how I'm going to be tonight. But, hands hurt. Caught a lot of fish the past 2 weeks. This lake is phenomenal. It's one of the best. It is the best lake in the United States, and it produces every year we come. I just want to thank all my sponsors for being behind me, and it feels good to make the Classic this year. So we'll look forward to that and get after them next year, and I can't wait.
I feel horrible that your hands hurt from catching too many fish. Rest up. We'll see you next season. He's a former Forest Wood Cup champion, a Bassmaster Open winner from Alabama. Get loud for Justin Atkins. 43 pounds and 15 ounces coming into today. 5 fish to add to that. Unofficially punched his ticket to his first Classic yesterday. Today, 18 pounds even with 61 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 23rd place. And we are 30 anglers down with 20 more to go before we bring out our top 10 to conclude this weigh-in. 61-15, going to call an end to your season, but as you said on stage yesterday, the goal was reached this year, reaching the Bassmaster Classic.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's been a long goal of mine. It's been a trying goal. Yeah, it's, I don't know, man. I could tell stories for hours about it, so it feels good to finally accomplish that, and it's been a great year, and I just want to say thanks to all my sponsors, and the last 2 years I've caught them better than I did the first few, and I really think that's just confidence in my equipment. I've been running a Skeeter Yamaha the last 2 years. I fish to the last minute. I don't worry about it bringing me home, and it's been great. And today was good. I was catching my fish out in the lake on a real shallow flat, and it had 10-footers rolling in on it today. I'd have been better to ride a horse out there and throw off the bank, but so we gave it a good try to get out there, but it just didn't pan. So I go back to the river, and the first rock I drop on, I catch that 5.5 pounder, and I was like, I don't need that lake. We're gonna catch him today, and it just a little bit downhill from there, but it's all good. It's been a great year. Looking forward to next February rolling around. Let's get started again.
Can't wait to have you up here, and also in Fort Worth at the Bassmaster Classic. A 2-time Bassmaster winner from Fayetteville, Tennessee, the always lethal Brandon Lester. Brandon Lester had 42 pounds and 6 ounces. At the halfway point of this tournament, goes out in semifinal Saturday, brings us back 5 fish. 24 pounds, 8 ounces. With 66 pounds, 14 ounces, Brandon Lester moves into 9th place currently. Get loud for him, ladies and gentlemen. 66 pounds, 14 ounces. And you are sitting in 9th place. And, man, this body of water, this part of the world has been pretty good to you over the years.
Man, it has. I learned early on in my career. I'm from Middle Tennessee. We've got a lot of smallmouth back home. And I learned early in my career that a smallmouth is a smallmouth. No matter where you take him, they act the same. When you figure out what kind of bait they're eating, what kind of cover they're on, you got them dialed in. So I love it up here, man. This has got to be the best smallmouth fishery in the world. We say it every time, but it's like the weights get bigger and bigger and bigger. I guess they'll just keep going up till I don't know when. I saw where somebody, I think it was Kyle Patrick, caught an 8-pounder in practice. So pretty incredible place. Always love coming up here. Been a heck of a season. Qualified for the Classic again. So definitely a successful season. Hard to believe it's been 11 years I've been out here doing this, man, but pretty cool. I'm definitely blessed to get to do it. I want to thank all my family, all my friends, all my sponsors for keeping us out here and keeping us going. Thank you guys for coming. We'll see you next year.
Always great to have you here. A 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Japan, Kenta Kimura. 40 pounds and 14 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish here today. 23 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves up to 18th place with 64 pounds and an ounce. Oh boy, look at the size of that giant smallmouth bass. Gonna weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6 pounds, 5 ounces for the day, 6:15 for the tournament. 6 pounds, 5 ounces, a two-way tie for Phoenix Boat's Big Bass of the day, and a great way to end the season.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I was super fortunate to make it top 50 cut with the 50th place. So I just going out there for fun today, and I went all the way to the lake first 2 days, but I couldn't catch myself, so I just decided to stay river, trying to have me more time, and ended up got 6.5 pounders. So, I thought it's not gonna happen in the river, but there's more big fish living in the river than what people think. It's just harder to catch.
Well, great. You proved it, and a great way to finish the season. Congrats on another great year. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series from Wisconsin. Let me hear it for Kyle Norsetter. $43 pounds and 4 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that. 17 pounds, 14 ounces. Puts him in 27th place with 61 pounds, 2 ounces. $61 pounds, 2 ounces, sitting in 27th place, and pretty successful season this year, Kyle.
Yeah, it's been amazing. 7 cuts, and first off, thank you for all the fans showing up. You guys are amazing, and there's quite a few of them, so it's good to come up here on the stage when we got a lot of people supporting us, because without them, it's really not fun to do. And then also, since it's the last tournament, a shout out to Bassmaster for all the events they put on, all the staff that they have. Without them, we couldn't do it neither. Right, Dave?
Sure, yeah, 100%.
And we'll go down and say thanks to all my sponsors for supporting it. Avid Pallet Services for being the title sponsor 2 years in a row. Appreciate the support. Give a shout out to Chad and Laura, one of my other sponsors. They just brought in a brand new baby girl. And then hopefully I'm not missing anything, but we'll stay tuned and keep it rocking towards next year and see if we can grow from there.
Awesome having you here. I'll see you back here next season. From Oklahoma, let me hear it for John Sokup. $41 pounds and 7 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. 5 fish for John Sokup, 17 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 33rd place currently. 58 pounds, 13 ounces. Let me hear it for John Sokup. 58-13 and sitting in 33rd place, but going to end off the season on a high note.
Yeah, very high note. It's really exciting. This is my farewell day for the Bass Elites for right now, unless I come back and get qualified. So goodbye to everybody. I've enjoyed it and enjoyed being here, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
We loved having you here, and we'll see you down the road. He's a 6-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a former Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Newmarket, Minnesota, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. 41 pounds and 7 ounces. After 2 days of competition, 5 fish to add to that, 17 pounds, 6 ounces. Puts him in 34th place with 58 pounds and 13 ounces. 34th place with 58 pounds, 13 ounces, and a good way to finish the season anyways. These last two have definitely gone your way.
Yeah, a little better, a little slow today, but it's all right. I had a good time here this week, and yeah, season's done for me, but going to head home, fish a couple opens, and go see my wife and kids, and been gone for a while, and looking forward to that.
Enjoy that. Go win one of those opens, and we'll see you at the Bassmaster Classic. From Tennessee, a former Bassmaster College champion, let me hear it for Cole Sands. Cole Sands started the day with 43 pounds, 12 ounces. As I said, a former collegiate champion. Needs 22 pounds and 9 ounces, but he is living the Bassmaster dream. Big bass, big stage, big dreams, and he's done it all the way to college to the Bassmaster Elite Series. With 21 pounds and 10 ounces, he moves into 15th place with 65 pounds and 6 ounces. 65 pounds and 6 ounces. You move into 15th place and going to finish the season on a high note for sure.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, the last 4 tournaments I had good finishes, and it always feels good going into the off season with a lot of momentum. But man, it was a blessed week. I stayed in the river, which was nice. I didn't get beat up. I didn't beat my equipment up, and was really consistent. You know, just needed a couple of them big ones to get in the top 10. But very blessed week. You know, it was all about finesse. I caught my fish in a drop shot, using Yozuri 10-pound braid to Yozuri Super Fluoro. I was using 6 and 8 pound lines, which was critical in getting them fish to bite. They're pretty smart in the river. And I just want to thank the good Lord. When I was coming back today, I was following a boat, and I don't know how he didn't hit it, but I saw a wave, and I saw in the last second there was a log. I mean, probably 12 foot long, and it was big. I mean, it might have been really bad. But I saw it the last second and swerved and somehow missed it, so I'm very grateful for that. But just want to say hey to my family, my beautiful fiance, all my awesome sponsors who support me, man. This has been an awesome year. And then lastly, Frank Talley, he's not going to requalify this year, but man, he's been a huge mentor to me when I was a rookie coming in last year. Anybody who knows Frank knows he's one of the best guys out there. And then Rick Clunn, I just want to wish him a congratulations on his retirement. It's been an honor to say that I got to fish against Rick Clunn. But thank y'all, this is an awesome crowd.
Before you leave the stage, you're getting married in, what, one day?
On Tuesday, I'm getting married.
On Tuesday. Well, congratulations on that.
I got to go.
He's a social media superstar, a Bassmaster Open winner, an Elite Series rookie, originally from Nebraska, now makes his home in Texas. Get loud for Ben Milliken. $41 pounds and 4 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish adds at 22 pounds and 2 ounces. He moves up to 23rd place currently. Let's hear it for Ben Milliken. Ben, it's amazing what you've accomplished in such a short period of time. Qualified through the Opens in 1 year. Just finished your first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, and we love having you here.
Yeah, it was an amazing season. Definitely a great experience. It was everything I wanted and more. And looking forward to next year. We're going to have to make some decisions about what we're going to do in the off season, and hopefully come back stronger than ever. But just want to thank everyone that supported me along the way, especially my wife and my family. I can't believe she made it to all the tournaments, and my mom and all my family and friends that I've had come to the tournaments as well. And then as far as the business side of it, 6 Cents, wouldn't be able to do it without them. 6 Cents and Waterland Sunglasses. Bass Cat Boats, just drove, I don't even know how many, 500 miles the last 3 days. Got me there and back, no problem. But yeah, thanks for all the support, guys. Love you.
Next up, another Elite Series rookie, but already made $1 million casting for bass from Auburn, Alabama, Logan Parks. Logan Parks had 44 pounds and 3 ounces. 5 fish here today, 21 pounds, 9 ounces. He moves into 13th place with 65 pounds and 12 ounces. Let's hear it for Logan Parks. 65, 12, and 13th place currently, but man, what a rookie season you had.
Man, it's crazy that it's already come to an end. How about this crowd? This is amazing. Thank you guys for showing out. Had an awesome time today. I didn't run all the way to the lake like I had been doing. I just fished shallow in the river. It's the first day of the year that I've had no pressure. I'm in the Classic. I'm not worried about making the cut. Miracle might happen. I make the top 10, but just went out and had fun, and I caught a ton of fish. My equipment worked flawlessly all week. I ran my nitro, my mercury, 120 miles one way, 2 days in a row, and got back, never had an issue. So super thankful to be in a nitro mercury. I got to thank all my sponsors for just an incredible rookie season. Fishing Chaos, Morris Shea, Lynch Toyota, Abu Garcia, and Berkeley. And if you guys haven't heard, we're putting on a tournament through the Logan Parks Fishing Foundation. It's coming up this fall, October 4th through the 6th in Auburn, Alabama. I know that's pretty far from New York, but we're giving away my rookie season bass boat. So all you have to do is show up and fish. It's open to all high school and college anglers. You actually get paired up as a 2-person team. A high school kid gets the opportunity to fish with a college angler, and we're giving away $25,000 to first place. And all you have to do is show up and fish. You have a chance to win my bass boat. So would love to see some of you guys come, make the trip down. You can sign up on Fishing Chaos.
Great stuff. Thanks for giving back, and we'll see you at the Bassmaster Classic. From Old Forge, PA, get loud for Jonathan Kelly. Jonathan Kelly started the day with 61 pounds and an ounce. 5 fish here today. 19 pounds and 9 ounces. He moves into 33rd place currently with 60 pounds and 10 ounces. £60 and 10 ounces and sitting in 33rd place right now. Is it going to be enough?
No, it's not. It's a tough pill to swallow. I held up that 1 pounder. I couldn't get rid of it. I know I needed to get rid of that fish all day, and just wasn't meant to be. It's a trying week. You know, it's going to be a tough pill to swallow. I'm probably going to miss the Classic. I'm going to be probably the first guy out, maybe the second guy out. All I can do is definitely regroup and come back better next year, better than ever. You know, I had a lot of mechanical issues this week, so I'm blessed to be on the stage on day 3 fishing. Had the opportunity to go out today. Just couldn't make it happen. Big thanks to Kenta Kamara. He actually brought me back with my fish today. So if it wasn't for him, wouldn't even have the weight I had, wouldn't have gained those couple points that I did catch. But it might, you never know. The opens are still going on. Maybe it could come back to us. If I'm the first guy out, I might end up having to jump in an open. But big shout out to everyone here that came up and supported me. I got a lot of friends, family members. They've been here all week, you know, cheering me on, keeping my head straight. My fiance over there, I get to marry that beautiful woman in 3 months. Everyone thinks it's supposed to be next week, so a round of applause for her. She really keeps me grounded all year long through all the tough times, and I know we're going to have a great future together and hopefully a long career on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
Awesome to hear. Look forward to seeing you back here next year. He's a 2-time Classic qualifier, former Forest Wood Cup champion, a Bassmaster Open win earlier this year from Clewiston, Florida, Scott Martin. 42 pounds even to start the day today. Unfortunately, 1 short of his limit here today. Just 4 fish in semifinal a Saturday. But the good news is Scott Martin knows he's going to the Classic via his win in the Bassmaster Opens. 12 pounds, 14 ounces today gives him 54 pounds and 14 ounces. Let's hear it for Scott Martin. $54.14, you're in 40th place, but like I said, the good news is you don't have a problem of trying to slide into the Classic. You did that early this season.
Today was an interesting day. It was one of the days probably ever in my career. There was nothing on the line. It was like literally, I was already in the Classic. The season's over. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go to the lake and tear the boat up. The boat performed great. I said it yesterday on stage, and I'll say it again with this crowd here. I run a Skeeter Yamaha package, and I'll tell you, I put 500 miles on my boat in the lake running those waves the last couple days, and it's performed amazing. It's a soft ride. It held up well. All my equipment, the engine is just amazing. I cannot say enough great things. You can't make runs like that unless your equipment is top-notch. But, you know, today I stayed in the river. I lost a couple nice fish right off the bat. Kind of shocked me. The first bite I had, it jumped 5 feet in the air. It was a 5-pounder. I was like, oh, my gosh, what just happened, you know? And I ended up losing that one and lost another one about 6. But had a good time. And hopefully we come back. This crowd's amazing, and looking forward to next year, man. I'd say it was a blessing at the beginning of the year to win that tournament. Had a rough patch throughout the rest of the Elite season, but it sure is a blessing to finish off with a good cut here at St. Lawrence. So
awesome to have you here as always. Let's hear it for him. A former motocross racer now makes his living on the Bassmaster Elite Series, a 4-time Classic qualifier from Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Shryock. 41 pounds, 15 ounces. After 2 days of competition here at the Humminbird Bassmaster Elite on the St. Lawrence River, 18 pounds, 8 ounces puts him in 34th place with 60 pounds and 7 ounces. 9 anglers left to weigh in, then we'll bring out our top 10 at the conclusion of this weigh-in. 60 pounds and 7 ounces, going to end your season here on a high note.
Absolutely. You know what? I felt like I had a lot more to lose today than what I had to gain by running out to the lake, so I played it safe. I sat in the river, and 18.8 wasn't bad for me fishing the river for the first time in like 3 years, but you guys always show out. It's awesome. I got a lot of people to thank, Pure Fishing, Abu Garcia, Berkeley, pretty much what I caught all my fish on this week. Berkeley Maxent flatworm, the little general on a Ned rig was a big deal. But you know what? Looking forward to next year. Looking forward to seeing you again. I can't believe it's already gone by. It's phenomenal. It flies past. But again, thank you all. We appreciate each and every one of you. And you know what? They're going to catch him again. I say this every time, but they're going to catch him. Stick around for tomorrow. So we'll see y'all in 2025, hopefully.
Always great to have you here. He's a three-time Classic qualifier, former Bass Nation national champion from Wisconsin. Get loud for Pat Schlopper. Pat Schlopper had 43 pounds and 15 ounces to start the day today. 4 fish in semifinal Saturday. We're on our final 10 anglers before we bring in our top 10. 17 pounds, 7 ounces today puts him in 30th place with 61 pounds and 6 ounces. Came very close to winning an Elite Series event at the very start of this season. $61 pounds and 6 ounces, sitting in 30th place, and a high note to finish off this season.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer to only bring in 4 today, but I wouldn't change anything. I had one area that had big ones, and I had 6 of them hooked and just executed poorly on the other 2. So, but yeah, I'm happy with that. I love this place. The fish are fun. They're big, and really pretty scenery. So hopefully we come back again.
Always great to have you here. Safe travels. Enjoy the off season. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series last year in Clayton, New York, he weighed in the biggest 5 smallmouth in Bassmaster history, 29 pounds, 5 ounces. Let me hear it for Bryant Smith.
He's ready.
43 pounds and 14 ounces start today. 5 fish to add to that here today. 18.3 puts him in a 28th place currently with 62 pounds and an ounce. 43 down, only 7 more to go. So, going to finish the season on a high note, and man, when you come back to the body of water where you set the all-time Bassmaster record in your rookie season, that's got to be a special feeling.
Man, it really was. You know, this wasn't the season that I'd hoped for, but yeah, you like the mic? You know, to end on, like you said, to end on a high note like this, it felt really good, but there's a...
Sorry. I got a little aggressive. Sorry. Give me knuckles again. We're friends. Sorry.
He's just
the mic. I don't care how cute you are.
But, you know, there's a lot of people that I got behind me to make this happen. My wife's out here. She brought this little guy for me. Mother-in-law came out all the way from California. That means the world to me. All my sponsors, you know, especially my title sponsor, Decisely. They've been with me from the start. And, you know, without support like that, this doesn't happen for a guy like me. So I get to live out my dream because of all the people behind me, and it means the world to me.
We love having you on the Elite Series. Boom. See you next season. He's a 6-time Bassmaster winner, a former Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Gonzales, Louisiana, the Hack Attack, Greg Hackney. Greg Hackney started the day with 41 pounds and 5 ounces. He's got 5 fish here today. $17 pounds, 15 ounces, gives him 59 pounds. For Greg Hackney. 59 pounds, 4 ounces, and 40th place. So going to finish the season with a good one here and roll out of town with a paycheck.
Yeah, you know, the main objective this week was to make the Classic, so we'll have to see how it all turns out, but I think it's going to be pretty close. That was the end goal. It always is the end goal, so we're going to keep my fingers crossed that we accomplish that this week.
I want to see you there, and I'll keep my fingers crossed as well.
I did have a 5-pounder I threw back.
You did. We had a bet this morning. We had a little fun this morning where, how many people are hockey fans in the crowd? All right. So you know how in hockey they have like smelling salts they hit on the bench? Well, this morning I brought smelling salts for all my friends just because I thought we're this close to a lot of hockey being played. And you were the only angler of all the anglers on Mercer in the Morning, the #1 morning fishing podcast show that airs before 6 a.m. in the world. You were the only one who said, no, but you said if I have 20 pounds on the stage. I will use said smelling salts, and I have had them up here the whole time. You let one go for me.
I just let it go a while ago because I was like, I really don't want to do that. But it's a good week. It's always good to be here. The crowd is spectacular like it is always, and I love this part of the country. And honestly, if it wasn't so far from home, I'd spend more time here. But thank y'all for coming out, and we'll see you next time.
Always great to have you here. He's a 4-time Bassmaster winner from North Prince George, Virginia, Jacob Porosnik. 41 pounds even as of this morning. 5 fish here today for Jacob Porosnik. An 8-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, 22 pounds, 8 ounces, moves into 24th place with 63 pounds and 8 ounces. $63 pounds, 8 ounces. A great day today. Moved up the leaderboard a little more, get a few more points, and another good payday.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This place, I can't say it enough. It's just absolutely awesome to come here and catch the caliber of fish that these guys, I stayed in the river. I kind of had to play, safe for making the classic, and, going out there, it's fun when you go out there, but it's a gamble. And so I stayed close, but it was made a pretty good long run. But today was there was no stress today. Ended up making the classic yesterday. It was up there far enough in that, and then just to go out there and just have fun and go fishing today and catch I don't know how many smallmouth. It was just absolutely fun. But thanks to all my sponsors, this great crowd. We love coming back. I mean, every time we see it on the schedule, it's just one of those special things, either Waddington or wherever we are on the St. Lawrence River. So preserve it, keep it safe. I mean, take care of these fish. There's absolutely something special. We love you. We love New York.
Love having you here. We'll see you down the road. Here's a 2-time Bassmaster winner. Won the Elite Series tournament earlier this year. An angler so great he once won a 4-day tournament in just 3 days. Corey Johnson went out this morning with the co-lead. Him and Robert G. had 52 pounds, 7 ounces. Looking for 20 pounds, 7 ounces to take the lead. 24 pounds, 14 ounces. 24-14. And just like that, with 77 pounds, 5 ounces, Corey Johnston is leading the Humminbird Bassmaster Elite on the St. Lawrence River. $77 pounds and 5 ounces. You were leading this event. Right after you won your tournament on the St. Johns River, I kind of joked about it. You turned at me and you said, you know what, Dave? I don't think it's the last one this year. And right now it looks like you know a thing or two.
Yeah, you know what? It's I ran all the way to the lake today and fished in that mess out there. And, I mean, it was as big as I've ever seen it where I was at. There was definitely some 10-footers, lots of 8s, lots of 6s. And, I mean, it made things really difficult. But we managed to catch 5 of the right ones, and we're probably going to go out there tomorrow and do it again. I came back probably 40 minutes early, so I'm going to have an extra 40 minutes to fish tomorrow and see if we can't catch 5 great big ones.
It didn't go easy for you out there today. At one point, there was actually slow-mo footage of you chumming the water, let's just say. And you're a Johnston brother. I mean, you guys are famous for this fishery, and I had to give you a breath mint before this weigh-in started.
Absolutely. You know what? I've been in way rougher and never been sick in my life, and I think he was looking at the live scope all day, like all morning, just like it was going up and down, and I turned to my camera guy, I'm like, I don't feel that good. And then I caught one right after, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to puke soon, so... got that out of my system, and I was good to go the rest of the day.
Way to puke and rally. You're leading this tournament. Our next angler, the co-leader as of this morning. He's an Elite Series rookie, almost won the last 2 Elite Series events from Knoxville, Tennessee, Robert G. 52 pounds, 7 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. 25 pounds, 11 ounces. Just like that. Robert G is leading this event with 78 pounds and 2 ounces. That knocks Corey Johnson into second place, and we are going to have a battle tomorrow. $78 pounds and 2 ounces. You are leading this event, and once again, for the third event in a row, you are 5 fish away from becoming a Bassmaster Elite Series champion. What a rookie season it has been.
Dude, it's been incredible. These last 3 tournaments, it's been a blessing, honestly. Everything's just going right. I can't do anything wrong right now. It's been awesome. So I'm gonna keep riding this train as long as it'll take me, and just give God the glory and try to catch some.
Let's hear it for him. Trying to catch them has not been a problem for you. I mean, when I say you've almost won the last 2, I mean, Takumi beat you on Smith, but man, he caught the biggest bag of the tournament, the biggest bass of the tournament on the final day. You got beaten that. You didn't beat yourself in that. I mean, every single, is it finally time? And if you're going to win this, you're going to take out the juggernaut that is Corey Johnston.
I mean, I know I'm on one of probably the best spot on the river, so I'm going to sit there all day, and hopefully I can catch 5 because they're all big.
Can't wait to watch it go down. You caught a bunch this week. Let's hear it for your tournament leader. So much on the line, just a few anglers left to weigh in. But this one, an Elite Series rookie from Illinois, Trey McKinney. This is for Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. It all comes down to this. He needs to finish 23rd place or better. 49 pounds, 9 ounces to add to that, 24 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 3rd place, makes the top 10, and Trey McKinney is officially the youngest Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year in Bassmaster history. 73 pounds, 6 ounces. I have a little note here that says you need to be in 23rd place or better. Don't need that anymore because you skipped 23rd, moved into 3rd place. You're going to be fishing on Championship Sunday again. And winning Rookie of the Year this year has got to be something. I mean, you're the youngest Elite Series champion ever, took that win on Lake Fork, had the 4th biggest winning weight ever. But, man, it hasn't been easy for you. There has been big highlights and big lowlights for you this year. But you are the Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year for 2024. How does that feel, Trey?
I'll tell you what, it's almost, I don't know, I can't speak. It's like at Fork, it was one of them things. It's just to see how you said highs, lows. We've seen everything this year. So it means so much, especially like you talk about the rookie cut, everyone in the classic cut. John Garrett winning one. I mean, it's an absolute honor to be able. I mean, like last year, everybody's same thing, just struggling to keep up with them. Like everybody's so good on this rookie class, and going for next year probably going to be the same way. So today, disaster. First off, disaster. It was one of them days I was getting spun out about Lake Champlain, and old Rob gave me a head, and I was like, he put some juicy sauce or something on it, and I caught a 5-pounder, and that really is what put me over, and I got my mental game back. And I just kind of went in the river, caught another 5-pounder, and it just kind of laid out nice and slow, and we come back nice and easy and made it. So never thought I would make a day 4 in the smallmouth event ever. So this is a pretty special time, a tournament to remember forever. We'll just go out tomorrow, basically just hang along. This morning I watched a clinic, so we'll go out there and see if we can maybe catch a few with them.
Let's hear it for him. After an incredible Rookie of the Year season, I got to ask you, what did you learn this year that you're going to take into your sophomore season?
Just about everything from the start of the beginning. Reading that's going to be a big strong suit next year. Reading a lot. Actually, I'm going to practice a lot. Read books maybe now. Get better at it. It kind of just goes in a vein of things. Just making more wise decisions. Basically, I mean, little stuff that cost me time during the tournament. Little stuff that cost me time anywhere. Time is everything in a tournament. So basically, just little things, even fish behavior, anything else like that. I've learned so much this year just going through and fishing all these different places that I've never went.
So this year, hands down, no matter what happens, it has been an absolute blessing in disguise on a lot of stuff, learning about life on the road, anything like that. So takeaway from this year has been extreme. I'm just blessed. I mean, that's all I can say is it's been awesome. And I want to say, look at this crowd out here. You know, compared to that, this is huge. So look at that out there. Look at the white side. He come from home, and everybody back home sponsors everything. I just want to thank you for, you know, keeping faith. You know, sometimes in the low, I was it's after Smith, I never thought I'd see bright again. But, you know, it's pretty special sitting here right now.
Congratulations. Let's make it official. Don't go anywhere. I'd like to bring out Craig Storms from Dakota Lithium to hand off the 2024 Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year Award. Trey McKinney, your Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year 2024. An incredible rookie class. In the top of that rookie class, the youngest Elite Series rookie in history, Trey McKinney. And we'll let you go backstage because I feel we're going to see you here shortly in our top 10 intros. Whew. Okay, that's one trophy down. We got another one. Most anglers will tell you this is the most coveted trophy you can get in professional bass fishing. The Bassmaster Classic is a bigger party, I will admit that, but it's only 3 days. To win this next title, you have to dominate all season long. And our final 3 anglers that went down to the wire, all of them had career years. So no matter who wins this, let's hear it for the final 3 anglers, ladies and gentlemen. Big bass, big stage, big dreams, and he is living proof. This time last year, he was trying to keep his Elite Series career alive and stay requalified. Well, he did that and so much more. Left the dock this morning as your unofficial leader in Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points, a former Strike King College Bass champion from Tennessee, Jacob Fouts. Jacob Fouts had 47 pounds and 5 ounces, needs 20 pounds, 7 ounces to get in the cut, 14 pounds, 8 ounces with 61 pounds, 13 ounces. Not going to make the cut here, Jacob, but man, as I said, this is a breakout year. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. A great line that you have shared on this stage several times, and man, I think it says your season. You said pressure is a privilege. You have dealt with pressure on every different level. Last year, trying to keep yourself standing on this stage. Well, you did that, and now you're standing on the top of this stage at the tail end of the season. Congratulations.
Yeah, man, it's been an incredible year. You know, just to have a chance at AOY coming in the last 2 days of the year, man. It's pretty special. It's a huge turnaround from where we were last year. You know, this time last year, I didn't know if I was going to be back on this stage. So just the turnaround, man, it's been awesome. I'll say it time and time again, pressure is a privilege. And, you know, I painted the biggest target on my back coming into this season. You know, I had to catch him. You know, people said what they said. You know, what are they going to say now?
Not much.
They ain't got not much, man. I did my job this year, caught him good. Can't complain, man. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface of this whole deal. So I don't feel like this is my last time I want to be in contention for AOY. But you know, it's been, like I said, it's been a heck of a year. I have no complaints. Probably going to come up short this year, but like I said, man, heck of a year.
Heck of a year and amazing, inspiring to watch. And with that, we have one angler left to weigh in. He is the very first Canadian to ever win an Elite Series event, the very first Canadian to ever win an FLW Tour event. From Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Chris Johnston. Chris Johnston came into this event with a 6-point lead on Jacob Fouts. Had 43 pounds, 13 ounces. He needs 23.15 to get inside the cut. 29 pounds, 5 ounces. 29.5. Chris Johnston rockets all the way into 4th place at the Humminbird Bassmaster Elite on the St. Lawrence River. And he is officially the very first Canadian ever to win Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. We're going to weigh this for Phoenix Bolt's Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6'5" for the day, 6'15" for the tournament. 6 pounds, 7 ounces. So he takes over Phoenix Boats' big bass for the day. Oh, dude. I mean, what, never mind today, what in the world happened the last 2 days? We have watched you seemingly at will catch 5-pounder after 5-pounder on this body of water, not just here, at every level you've fished. But for the last 2 days, it seemed like you were possessed by a different person, but Happy remembered how to putt today.
I remembered how to catch bass today, and man, did it ever feel good. I got spun out the last couple days, and just too much going through my mind, thinking about where I need to run and go catch 27 pounds or 28 pounds that live out here. And today I said, you know what? It's too rough on the lake. I know 2 spots in the river that have the potential to get the 25 to 30 pounds that I need. They're hard to get to bite, and I'm going to fish for 6 hours today, and I'm going to put my head down and just go fishing, and it's amazing what happens when you just go grind and have some fun.
Well, it was a lot of fun. Our biggest bag of the tournament, our Crush City Monster bag of the tournament. You're in 4th place. You're going to be duking it out for the title tomorrow. But you're already the first Canadian to ever win an FLW Tour event, the first Canadian to win an Elite Series event. Are you ready to join another first? And also, the first time you're winning one of these big things while your mom is actually in the crowd.
It's unbelievable. And this crowd, Waddington, I couldn't have done it in a better place. This place has been so good to me. These fans are great. And thank you to all the Canadians that came across the border. Big shout out. My family and friends. Got my kids here. They'll be taking my money here in 10 years, I'm sure. Fishing tournaments, but I'm just having fun, and I'm glad everyone can be here for this one. And I couldn't have wrote the script any better, really. I said going into this tournament, or the whole year, I just want to have a shot at AOY on the St. Lawrence, which is as close to Bassmaster will ever come to my backyard, and it's incredible. I'm kind of lost for words, but what a day and what a way to top it off.
You ready to make this official?
Let's do it.
You guys ready for this? Let's welcome from Progressive to present the AOY trophy. I'd like to welcome Chris Labarge to do the handoff. Oh, Canada, for the very first time, you have a Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, and it belongs to Chris Johnston. We started with 102 anglers, and now one remains. That one is your Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Chris Johnson. Got to thank Progressive Insurance for their incredible support of this incredible title, the most coveted title in professional bass fishing, and for the first time in history, it goes north of the border. Chris Johnson. We watched Gussie become the first Bassmaster Classic champion, and now he's sitting in the crowd watching you become the first ever Canadian Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. I mean, how does it feel?
It's incredible. You have no idea how much stress I was under the last couple of days, and everything that could have went wrong the last couple of days did. And a couple nights I didn't get to bed till like 1 in the morning. I was running on no sleep, just little things that I had to get fixed before I went fishing. And I got a lot of extra gray hairs these last 3 days. I can guarantee you that. I think when I started this year, I didn't have one, but they're coming in thick now. So to get this done, it's unbelievable. I've always wanted this trophy. I said it's the hardest one to win, and to do this on smallmouth, it's incredible. And thank you everyone for coming out. You guys are awesome. And we couldn't do this sport and catch these little brown and green fish without the support of all the fans and sponsors. So thank you very much, guys, for coming out. You guys are incredible. And obviously Bass, my sponsors, I'm not going to name them all, but they're unbelievable. And they supported me for the last 25 years of tournament fishing when I was 14 years old fishing with my dad. And now I'm here. He's in the stands watching, and I know it's pretty exciting to have him here.
It's pretty incredible. One more time, let's hold that high. Your 2024 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Chris Johnston. He didn't do it alone. Let's bring out the whole Johnston family to celebrate big bass, big stage, big dreams. And they are living proof that anything can happen. Let's get some photos. Everybody take a drink. In a minute, we'll bring out our top 10. But right now, you are seeing history. For the first time, Canada has a progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, and his name is Chris Johnston.
Hey, before you guys move, let me get one in here.
One more time, let's hear it for the very first time in history. Canada has an Angler of the Year. Your progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Chris Johnston gets it done. With that, I'd like to ask the Johnston family to make their way backstage because we got some more business to take care of, and they're going to be part of that. We'll have lots of time for pictures afterwards. We have weighed everybody in. We have 10 anglers remaining. Waddington, New York, are you guys ready to meet your top 10? No. This is the final semifinal Saturday of 2024. This is the Humminbird Bassmaster Elite on the St. Lawrence River. One more time, Waddington, New York, are you ready? Wow, what a northern swing he has had. Came in here with his back against the wall, and he did what all great champions do. He came out swinging. He is a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He's a former Bass Nation national champion, all the way from Louisiana, Caleb Sumrall. He is a former FLW Tour winner, a former FLW Tour Rookie of the Year. He's a former Dakota Lithium Bassmaster Rookie of the Year, a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion, a 7-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Panama City Beach, Florida, Drew Benton. Making back-to-back top 10s here in the Northern Swing. The North has been very, very good to him. They used to say it was his nemesis, but it isn't anymore. He's a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 5-time Bassmaster winner. He holds the all-time record for the biggest win margin in Bassmaster history. Holds the all-time record for the biggest winning weight of smallmouth bass, and he did it right here on the St. Lawrence River. From Somerville, South Carolina, 3-time Bassmaster Century Club member, Patrick Walters. All the way from Toowoomba, Australia. Came into this event needing a big finish. He is the only Australian to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event. He is a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, and this may just make it number 3. From Toowoomba, Australia, Fear My Heart, Carl Jacobson. He's been jamming down the river to Creed each and every day, but not even Creed was good enough to make him go out on the lake here today. But it didn't matter because he's going out on Championship Sunday. He is a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is a Bassmaster Junior World Championship. Let me hear it for the baby shark, Shane LaHue. He's a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is a 2-time Bassmaster Classic champion. He's won just about everything there is to win, but he loves the taste of that sweet apple pie that is the Bassmaster Classic. And he's going to be competing in his 6th Bassmaster Classic from Coleman, Alabama, Jordan Lee. He is a 4-time Canadian Open champion. He is a 5 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He's the very first Canadian ever to win an FLW Tour event. The very first Canadian ever to win a Bassmaster Elite Series event. And moments ago became the very first Canadian to become a progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Chris Johnston.
I'm on the button. Why didn't somebody tell me? All right.
Next up, he has made history all season long. He is the youngest Elite Series champion in Bassmaster history. For the majority of the season, he led Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. It slipped from his grasp, but he didn't let this next title slip. He is your reigning and defending Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year, 19-year-old fishing phenom from Illinois. Let me hear it for Trey McKinney. Oh, what a battle it has been. He is a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 4-time Canadian Open champion, a 2-time Bassmaster winner. Earlier this year, he won an Elite Series event, an angler so great. He once won a 4-day tournament in just 3 days from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. The other half of the Johnston brothers juggernaut, Corey Johnston. Last but definitely not least, we've talked about a lot of rookies this year, and they've given us reasons to talk. And this guy has definitely done this. His very first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. But this will be his 3rd Championship Sunday. His 4th Championship Sunday. Sorry, I'll get it better next time. This is his 4th opportunity to seal the deal. 3 top 5s already, and his 4th Championship Sunday from Knoxville, Tennessee. Get loud for your tournament leader, Robert G. We started with 101. 50 went out today, and only 10 remain. These 10 will battle it out for the Humminbird Bassmaster Elite, stop number 9 of 2024, and we can't wait to finish off our season right here in Waddington, New York. Humminbird Bassmaster Elite at the St. Lawrence River, Waddington, New York. Let me hear you one more time. Ten anglers remain with one goal, and that is to win the 9th stop of the 2024 Bassmaster Elite Series. It's going to be a showdown, a throwdown, a big fish mowdown.